best parts of being a countdown artist is the wide community that is unveiled to you. And in this community, there are several countdown artists that stand out. So, as my tribute to this fine community, I'm going to tell you my top 10 countdown artists. Now, while this will mainly focus on the countdowns made by these individuals, their side projects will also be of high consideration. They'll be ranked on quality, substance they provide, and how much they entertain me. So how about we reflect on some of the greatest countdown artists on the whole internet?
And with all that said,
let's get started!
Okay, to start off this list, we have a smaller countdown artist known as KB Madhouse or Keyron Benji. Yeah, Madhouse was a countdown artist I didn't find until very recently, but nonetheless, he makes some really good shit. While he has very few countdowns, I do find myself rewatching them from time to time, because they're just really entertaining. My favorites being Top 10 Chasers and Top 15 Most Disturbing Pokemon. And for a personal connection, he's from the UK.
Yes, quite good.
Indeed.
Most certainly.
But really, this is lore because he has few countdowns, and his countdowns are actually a side channel. Time for a guy that loves Sonic almost as much as me, the Polish Falcian. To tell the truth, I really don't watch his countdowns that much, but the ones I do see are pretty top notch. He has some very agreeable opinions, and he throws in some good jokes. My favorite countdowns by him are Top 10 Other Worst Clichés and both Sonic Songs countdowns. But at some points I struggle to understand them, but that's really a minor complaint. So yeah, awkward ending. This would have been something different, but one of my friends convinced me to change it to this. 10 FTW. These guys are hilarious. I always end up laughing whenever I see one of their countdowns, and it makes some really unique ones. The best being Top 10 Most Controversial Games and Badasses. However, these guys are entirely for humor, and while they do provide substance, it really seems to take backseat to humor. Well, there you have it. 10 FTW are on the list. You happy now? The Tree's Apprentice. Yeah, he's awesome. And he's more popular than me. And he's the same age as me. But in all seriousness, he is a really top-notch countdown maker, although he does use a laptop microphone, which is usually terrible. Being a real Pokemon nut, he has a lot of Pokemon-themed stuff on him, and that is epic. His best ones are Best Starter Pokemon and Spirit Transform. For a guy this young, he really has some well-developed and respectable opinions. Go with Shinobu! CJS001. This guy is what you call awesome. His countdowns are quite a bit like mine, but quite a bit better. He's really informative and serious, and chooses to add his jokes in as a side note. His very best are top 5 Mario Sonic platformers and top 10 references in video games. But while his countdowns are great, the thing that keeps me interested are his reviews. They are all very informative and are just fun to watch. That's all I've got to say. Good luck in South Korea, bro! You know those guys you watch a bit and then ignore them, but then come back to them and they are much more appealing?
Me either.
For me, that person is MediaMaster127. Not taking into account his videos, he is really one hell of an artist. And for a guy who speaks English as a second language, he really speaks it very well. Now, his countdowns. My favorites by him are 25 Easter eggs and toughest enemies. You keep working hard at school, bro. We can wait until you're free. Don't let us hinder you. What happens if you take a British guy and mix him with an insane rabbit and a guy living in the shadow of a fat plumber? Simple. Rabbit Luigi, bro. This guy is a freaking composer in training. As a fellow music lover myself, I can really see his way of thinking. His comparison videos are really great and are totally unbiased. While he is a bit hard to understand at times, he is really top-notch. His best works are top 10 Easter eggs and top 10 disturbing levels in non-horror video games. Rabbit, keep up the good shit. Ah, the fiery Joker. How much do I owe thee? If you had not posted that comment on my top 5 easiest hardest first bosses, I would have remained completely unknown. You've supported me a lot more than you probably realize. Also, he's fucking awesome. He is one of the most famous countdown artists, and there are very good reasons to be so. If you want any inspiration for countdown making, he is one of the best. I think that his best are top 15 scariest music tracks in non-horror video games, and, of course, top 10 co-op games. Josh Scorcher, in short, is amazing. Every video he makes is a defining point in the countdown community. Josh, if you're watching, thanks for helping me get to where I am today. You are awesome. I love the Mario and Luigi series. Everything about them is just simply superb, especially one of the best comic relief characters who became a real villain, Fawful. I really don't need to explain him, but to my bliss, he has a human incarnation. Oh yeah, Fawful's f***ing minion. No matter how many times I watch his videos, I'm filled with chords.
Oh, I made a pun. I did a pun!
He has so much to offer. He makes music videos, sprite animations, and even Let's Plays. But of course, his motherfucking countdowns. They are the definition of substance mixed with humor. In my opinion, his best countdowns are top 15 Mario Party minigames, and of course, his top 100 favorite Pokemon. Fawful's Minion, you do so much for this community, and your videos are fantastic. I will be the first to say this, I salute you, man. This is a plain obvious choice, but I feel he deserves this spot and nothing lower. The Autarch of Flame. Yes, he is my absolute favorite countdown maker ever. And everyone else says that as well. My singular main reason for putting him here is because he is the one person that convinced me to join this amazing community. I had seen lists before, but Alex's are the ones that amazed me more than anyone else could. The language, the style, the expertise in the field, and just the feel was just pure ecstasy. Before this, all video games were just something to pass the time. But through his work, I came to realize that video games were more than that. They are a genre alone, much more impacting than art and music could possibly be, in my opinion. Games are more than just a program on a screen. They are an art form capable of showing deep messages and leaving a deep personal impact on people. I owe all this realization to the Autarch of Flame. I don't have one singular countdown that I love by him. Every countdown is great in their own right. I would love to do a collab with this man more than any other. Just to have the privilege of making a countdown with my greatest inspiration would be an amazing thing to happen. This concludes this countdown. I'm Speedster, and Alex, you are f***ing king!